So we flash to Goody's headquarters in the war with the demons. Manicus and Roy and Slade have been here for a little bit, along with Paige, the knight that you rescued. I'm trying to remember this. Like a noble that came with you, and Drew. During the first night that you were here, you all witnessed Drew out on the balcony, and he was enveloped by what looked like a white light hugging him and him disappearing. And what was left was silver flakes. But no one seemed too upset about the fact that he was transported away. Because after all, he was not, didn't really have a pact with Giddy.
Right.
So Paige has sort of kept to herself since that time. You all have rested, and you all were woken up by the sounds of Goody talking about their wonderful HQ being followed by a bunch more people. People that you've not seen. There was like a bard, what looks like another paladin, possible sorcerer, and a lady wearing purple with a small purple dragon on her shoulder. So Goody's all boisterous and stuff like that, and of course if you all come out, he just tells you to hold back a little bit and go into a room that he showed you earlier. You know, for all extents and purposes, we'll call it Goody's office.
Okay.
He'll refer to. Of course, Mr. Bones is always bouncing around. You know, you never know when he's going to show up, but he appears here and there, asking if anyone needs help. But there's also another sneaky rogue that you noticed that came in. It's a very older, small gentleman that came in, but he's been sitting around at this table. Goody instructs them to these new group to come in and sit and wait. There will be business coming sooner than later. Goody's tone is odd. You know, he usually has a little bit more playful twinge to it, even when he's mad. But when he told him that this sooner than later line, all of you all probably do that. And you all can hear it. Maticus and Roy and Slade can hear this. If you all would like to do a perception check, you're welcome to.
Absolutely.
Or how about insight? No, it's not perception. You heard it, so do insight.
Okay. Ain't no point even saying it.
You're right. You're right. So Maticus doesn't care. So Maticus is waiting for the next job.
Okay, I got an 18 with Slade.
Oh.
And I got advantage on this. 19. 18, 19. Right. Between the both.
All right, so like I said, Manicus is like, it's like whatever, a job's a job. But Slade interprets it as worrisome. Like the fact is that it wasn't boisterous, so like Slade figures it might be more than meets the eye than probably what he's going to say. Roy, though, feels that how Goody said this makes it seem like it's for Goody, but maybe it's not just for Goody, because you know Goody's always just about himself, and this sounds like this is like there's more meaning to it. So it almost makes you feel like like when you need to tell someone something, like that's almost how like you might need to convey something. Like you're like the middleman. So that's how Roy feels about it. So Goody gets everyone settled. He gives them wonderful food on the table, and tells all these new people that there's food, right? So Goody comes in to his office, as we say. So Goody's like, I appreciate you waiting. Not that you really had much choice in the matter, but you know, you all always doing really well. He pulls out a map, and it shows a large crystal and like a swirl. So it's like, this is the Radiant Citadel. He points and shows you where you are in the Radiant Citadel. He says that he has been given a job that is mutually beneficial to him and others. So he says it is possibly risky, and it is sooner than he wished to do this. But he would have probably refused. But the fact is that you all are here. It actually has a good chance in succeeding. And if you're able to complete this, it will greatly go to him believing how powerful you are, and that he believes he can empower you even more. So that's a polite way of saying if you complete this, you'll get to level 11. That's equal to everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Well, you had me at job.
Not her job.
So he said this is at great risk to you all. Since this isn't just my job that I'm giving, I would like to, if it's within my power now, grant a request, if it's possible. It's like, would you care for any request?
I tell him yes.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Yes, please.
It's like, what could I possibly do for my new favorite soldiers?
I tell him, since he said there's great risk, there should be great reward.
It's like, name what you like, if I can do it, if it's within my power. So I've already promised you power if you can complete it. So what else could I possibly give?
Do you have any possible upgrades in armor to help with averting damage or anything like that?
Like, the Radiant Citadel has many good vendors that have shops across the realm. He believes that he knows a particular vendor named Mr. Reed that can get many items. He looks over at Manicus and is like, would you also like an item to power yourself?
I tell him yes, of course, boss.
It's like, what type of item would you like? So, it's like, when you talking about like a weapon, some type of magical item to maybe enhance something that you already have.
You look what's going.
I'd like something that would allow me to stay in my beast form or allow my beast form to be stronger.
That's an interesting one, but he feels that he will try to accommodate this should you survive. So the bad thing that he'd like to remind you that he has been cut off from the river of Styx here, and that he can't really stave off death like he could in the other places. So, to combat this, he gives you both a greater potion of healing, or all three of you.
Alright.
So, JR, I will also give one of your rogues a greater potion of healing too, just to let you know. So, if you want to remember that you got that.
That's a 2d4 plus 4?
No, that's a 4d4 plus 4. That one's a little beefier.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so you didn't heard anything that I had said before about I know a guy.
Yeah, you're not,
Okay.
but you said you weren't in there, so
Okay.
yeah, so like they're talking about Aang. It's just so anyway, Mr. Reed. So but right now Goody's just talking to them in private.
Okay, so Harry's not in the room with them?
No, they're not in the room. It's just the three of them, and your other rogue is out in the hallway. So
Oh, the other room says, I don't have a mind for offense, but if you can keep me out of the fight, I'd be healed better. Unless you got wands of healing.
there is a wand of healing. So okay. But yeah, so Goody's still talking to Manicus, Slade, and Roy. He tells Slade and Manicus to go prepare. He's talked to Roy about something for a second.
That's handy.
So where would you all like to go anywhere in particular? Would you like to go out into the landing and look?
I want to go over to that woman.
Oh, like I said, that's Paige.
I ain't going over there.
Well, you're
I'm going over them.
Well, Slade ain't going over there.
I can't tell who she is from the lights.
yes, that's Paige.
Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
going to go over here and I'm going to eavesdrop on the new recruits.
Okay, you want to roll for stealth to go in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, this landing here, you can look out and actually see everything's happening outside if you wish to sort of gaze and what's happening outside this place.
18. Yeah, I can stand right at the door and probably eavesdrop.
Let's see. Oh, the door's
The
right
doors,
there.
yeah, the doors
Door's
are
right there.
You know, as a rogue, I don't think I'd be real comfortable with. Even though I'm okay with Goody, I don't know these people,
So that's true.
and
So it's
I'm in the business of keeping Goody alive.
yeah. Let's say, is there anything in particular that you want Manicus to do?
I'm just gonna look out the door.
So, like I said, you come down and
Watch the demons.
And again, like there's there's demons and there's devils and there's all those flying winged like creatures, like they're just battling, and you can see in the distance, like those the little asteroids coming down, and I'd say this is probably the first time you've really got a chance to really look, so you can see one of those abyssal asteroids hit and land and explode. When it lands, explodes, like there's a second explosion, and then from it are like hundreds of little flying demons, like that just sort of pour out.
Mm-hmm.
So from the distance, though, it's like you can also then see like waves of devils trying to come and sort of try to intercept them, and some of those flying angelic type too, trying to intercept them and take as many as out as they can. So, roll perception.
Should be on your page right there in front of you.
I'm just gonna roll it on here. You have my D20.
It's in front of you.
There's not one in there.
Hmm?
I took it out because it kept on rolling like 1.
Jimmy,
Huh?
there's like tons in
Oh,
the
I know.
basket.
He's picky.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say?
No,
What was that any roll?
perception.
I'm glad I'm having efficiency on it. 17.
No, it's not bad. Roll history now.
$18.
Okay, good. And last but not least, survival.
$19 on both.
Okay, so using those 3 traits, like I said, we still don't know your full background before you got to Goody, but with your skill set, like using the survivability of it, and historically looking what's going on, and then your perception of it, it looks like this pod is being fought back, but at great cost, like great cost. So in your mind, you think that it's like our side is losing way too many to take out that many. But you don't know the number of these angelic beings. You also don't know the number of the devils here fighting too. So, but you do, thanks to the history check, remember that Goody said something about not being able to get to the River Styx. So does that mean that we can or cannot get reinforcements?
That's what it sounds like to me.
So
I'm not there though.
yeah, but it could be something worth asking about. So okay.
Couldn't he just sit there and just like pulling people out of the water?
But he can't get to the River
I
Styx.
know. I was saying like if he could though.
Yeah. I mean, it's saying 20.
Yeah, so you also can think about the fact about like the last thing you saw of the Thetadolyon where you were at looked like it was in bad shape and other stuff. So you don't know. Yeah, you don't know a lot what's going on, but the comment of the River Styx, seems odd to you, especially being like a warlock. So we're gonna pop back over to inside the room with Roy. So Goody pulls out what looks like a scroll and puts it on the table. The same table that had the map of the Radiant Citadel. So Goody then goes and sits down on a chair and crosses his legs and sits back. He says that scroll is for you.
I'm gonna look at the screen. Open it up, look at it.
Okay. So you open it up. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I get this right. Hold on. Let me make sure I get it right. Because I'm always have a hard time pronouncing this. Yeah. Oh, there's my pronunciation. Want to make sure I got the right one. not. I grabbed the wrong one. Sorry. Alright, let me get this. There it is. And there is my pronunciation. So this is a letter. So there's a seal on it. So it looks like a hand.
Okay.
And it's a hand holding what looks, it's like this, and it looks like it's holding some type of scale on it.
Okay.
So that's the seal. Do you break the seal and open?
Yes.
So you break the seal, and when you break it, before you start unravel, like you hear what's like a whisper. So this whisper this whisper is a voice. It sounds like you, but different.
Mm-hmm.
So it calls out a name that you've not heard.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to have meaning to you.
Okay.
So the name that it calls is Orion.
Right. Okay.
So do you wish to read the letter now?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So this letter, it looks like it's some type of decree. So, and it says, the judge of the dam has deemed your death incomplete. And wishes to complete your soul so you may have a proper death when the time is right.
Okay. All right.
So it says, I wish to guide you to be whole. And only whole may you be able to bask in a proper death when the time comes right.
Okay.
So it's almost like as you read, like more of it appears. So it goes on and says that you are incomplete, and that Goody, thanks to a favor, had held on to you till the time was right.
Okay.
It's like, and that your true benefactor of your existence is me, the scribe of this letter. The scribe of this letter asks you to serve him and help fail one of his greatest enemies.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Goody and So this is to help you, correct?
It's like we all have contracts and rules. It's like this was part of my help. So to get help, it's like I have collected souls for the right time. So and was able to keep them from decaying and where they needed to go. So he looks, he says, your soul was ripped in two. So by an unjust death. But he's like, to me, death is death. But to him, pointing at the paper, sometimes those deaths are never justified.
And
He says, do you wish to know the person that, the name of the person that constricted me to save your soul?
yes.
What I could of it.
Oh yes. Yes, that's what I was wondering.
So his name is Kelevimvor. And he is the Lord of the dead.
Okay.
So he likes to judge the damned. So he feels that your death was premature thanks to another deity named Sarek.
Okay.
Because of this, your soul was ripped in two. It leans forward and says, half your soul has been captured by Sarek and has been put in a book. It was the start of this so-called book. So, and from it has captured many other souls. Kalimvor believes that this fracture could be helped sealed by you if we can take the original name from the book. So in turn, it means that you take your soul back. So my job was to get you ready. Whether you're ready or not, the time has come. Right now, there's a group of adventurers getting ready to depart towards a particular boat. Your all's mission is to get there before them, make sure the coast is clear so they can get and buy some time before they're there.
Okay.
I have already set up a portal to take you to this particular place.
Okay.
It's like you will not have long to clear the area. Once it's cleared, it's like if you accept Kelvimvor's divine essence, you were to sneak onto the ship and hide for the others to get there.
Okay. So snatch or surveillance, clear the area, and hide. Okay.
It's like you were the only one to hide.
I am ready when you are.
wishes you to pledge your soul to his cause. It's like, because he can grant you power to pass beyond the, well, to the places you go. Do you wish to accept him?
Yes.
So,
Will we see each other again?
Goody just sort of smiles and it's like, if you get your soul back, I'll definitely see you someday. So Goody reaches towards you. He reaches towards you and he pulls out the feather that he put in you. He says, "My job is complete with you." So, but it sounds like your journey is just now starting. So, if you could you call Manicus in? So I need to speak to him.
I'm gonna step out.
You ain't even gotta do that. Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
rested.
we do. Step out. Do I need to come back with him or just Manicus?
No, he just wants Manicus.
Okay.
Because he already talked to you.
I'm gonna walk me over to where you're at. Hey Manicus, Goody needs to see you now in his office.
I say okay.
I'm gonna stay in here and watch the sights.
So Goody looks at you. He's like, "You have been quite. It's like quite an acquisition for me." It's like, "Have you enjoyed working for me?
Tell him yes, sir.
Do you wish to do more?"
Yes.
It's like, "Do you wish for power?"
Yes.
It's like, your patron. Do you know who your god patron is?
No.
You just know that something has granted you power.
Yes.
So, do you know if you learn the name of this power, it's like you could grow what you can do immensely? Is that what you wish?
Yes.
It's like complete the task that I've given you, and I will give you the name of a being of your pact, and your power may grow in whatever direction that you wish. You can transcend, or even continue the path that you're on in a greater capacity.
What does transcend mean?
You know, basically work towards godhood.
I'm gonna go down the path I'm still on.
So look, like I said, you'll have options. So
You're more powerful. Like if you have a card and stuff.
So it's like right now you don't know your full patron. So they've just sort of let you do, but if you actually find out your full patron is a warlock, then it can unlock even more things for you. So he tells you, Goody tells you that make sure that Roy does not come back. So if he chooses to betray what he's supposed to do, then destroy him, because he's not worthy to be in our presence. Goody then goes on to tell you that you are to protect the ship, and that Roy is to be a spy amongst that ship. So, you know. So he hands you a feather and says that you can activate, use the feather to jump to the ship. It's like when you're ready. I don't think we really need to talk. Do you need to want to talk to Slade yet, or like right now, he's just sort of we're not really touched too much on him yet.
Mm.
All right. So at this time, Goody is going to go into the other room and asks if and doesn't ask. He tells a large number of people that to get ready, that he's going to be sending them out on missions soon, whether they want to or not. So JR, technically, if you want Harry to speak with him, you can. If you do not want to speak to him and just let Benny go, you can. It's like which would you want to do?
Well, Benny's still looking for his little prize. He said he was going to get a prize, a power-up. Am I not worthy of the power-up? I've kept your men alive.
So, all right. So Benny's going to go?
And these are my boys. I'm the ones that kept them up.
So, okay. So, Christina, you wanted to pay your man?
Hand on head, I've not been listening to a thing you've been doing.
Well, he's not talked to you yet.
Oh, okay.
Like, you don't have to if you're still doing your homework.
Yeah, I'm doing my homework.
Okay. So, well, that gives them 4, technically,
Well,
so they'll be okay.
If Pages needed it at some point, just figure out how to.
Well, it's like if it goes poorly for you all, Goody will pop. He will
Okay.
pop Page over.
Yeah.
So,
But otherwise, I'm just gonna
yeah, do the homework.
do my paper.